what's really exciting is that I don't think we have one person or two people or even three people who we think, okay, they're just going to be inserted into those roles. We have a team that is really excited about sharing that load, and really kind of working together to contribute in a positive way. So, one of the really the most exciting things is just to see that team chemistry come alive.
We've been so fortunate. It's about 6 weeks long, and we've been outside for every single practice, which is really unheard of. I think we weren't outside last year till halfway through our preseason. So being able to be on the turf competing every day instead of inside in PepsiCo has been so beneficial.
It is definitely a roster with the most depth. So, numbers help, but just across the board, I feel like we have everybody kind of at a level that we're really excited about. It adds kind of tremendous value. So it adds competition in practice. It adds a sense of contribution from everybody on the team. And on a personal note, from a coaching staff perspective, we will be challenged this season in a different way, kind of making decisions and putting together the best version of our team on game day. That will be a constant evolution for us, rather than a structure that we feel like we're kind of very rigid with. It's going to be free flowing.
I can honestly say that I can't look at one person and say this person is going to bring us to the championship game. And every game, you can tell there's going to be 4 people scoring, 5 people scoring. It's not going to be one person putting the entire team on their back, which is something that I think every team tries to accomplish, and usually ends up one person doing majority of the work. But both on attack and D, we have so much more depth this year than we've had in the past.
It's the next person up. If it's not working for you on one day, it's going to be somebody else's opportunity. And it may have nothing to do with what an individual is doing. It may have everything to do with what somebody else is doing in addition to kind of the status quo. And I think, it is going to be a challenge. It is going to be an exciting thing to watch. And I think, really, at the end of the day, we hope that makes us even more dynamic, even harder to prepare for. When we see our conference opponents late in March, we hope that we're a very dynamic team rather than a team that's settled into a rhythm.
The mentality going into those games is what really prepares us for those NEWMAC games, because there's really nothing like that. This is going to be my 4th year, and each year we have made it to the NEWMACs, which is great, but the mentality going in is very similar to the mentality when we play nationally ranked teams outside of our conference. So I think that really helps us prepare, getting in the mindset, knowing that we're going in to compete, to leave everything on the field, and a team that we might not have played before in the past, and just being able to go in without any expectations, knowing that we can give it everything we have, really gets us prepared to play in those championship games further down the line.
We are looking at 2 kind of components and 2 aspects of that success. I think there's a success that the scoreboard dictates, and then there's the success in kind of what we're trying to achieve and what we're trying to do, and the team that we're trying to be on game day for 60 minutes. And so, there really is, I think across the board, top to bottom, this is a team, as always, that wants to achieve, that has big and lofty goals for themselves. That's what makes being here so much fun. We are constantly working on defining that success. It's been a process that we've taken seriously this preseason, and a process that the entire team has been involved in.
This year it kind of started with the coaches and the captain saying, what is our goal? And one thing that was more abstract that we want everyone to be able to achieve is the idea of mental toughness. And a more tangible goal, obviously we want to get better than what we were last year, but to do that, we think everyone needs to be able to understand the idea of mental toughness and understand what it means to them in order to accomplish that. And it's something that we've been working for, starting in fall ball all the way through. It's not something that happens overnight, and it's just that mentality to never give up even when you're down. So if we're able to be that mentally tough team, I think we'll be able to accomplish our goals of hopefully winning the NEWMAC this year.